So I know you are all buckled in for the, would we say, two-ish 30-minute Pastor Matt sermon, but that's not what we're doing today. There's a couple of things that I want to kind of talk about and remind you of as we look at the text that we have for today. We're in the second half of the year. So the first half of the year, beginning with Advent and going through the story of Christmas and moving through Lent and Holy Week and Easter, and we mark the days until we get to Pentecost, or Pfingsten for our German guests here. We hear the story of Jesus, and that is deeply meaningful for us as people of faith. The second half of the year is our story. And it's that fun part of the year where Jesus is sharing stories and lessons for us that we don't want to hear. Where Jesus is saying, I love you just as you are, but I would like you to move through this life in a slightly different way. And we go, that guy, he's always telling me what to do and how to live my life. You might notice it started, sell all your possessions. And we immediately get to a spot where we're thinking, now all of our possessions. Now, is this stocks and bonds? Is this real estate? Is this automobiles? Surely there is something that is exempted from this list. Or he's talking to somebody else. Bob. Bob needs this message. This message is not for me. Or in the zip code that we find ourselves in, yes, even here, there is someone else that issues of greed and affluence is relating to, but not us, because there is always someone wealthier, right? There's always someone wealthier. There are some other things in this text that I find to be challenging. Be dressed for action and have your lamps lit. We have this great, and I don't off the top of my head know what the Greek word is, but this expression, be alert. Now, I've seen the older bumper sticker that made fun of this passage by saying, be alert, the world needs more alerts. Yeah, it's not a thing. But be alert. Be alert. I think as people of faith, we're doing something that is countercultural right now. Sure, being countercultural is gathering together in the name of Christ to worship our God, but there are other things that are countercultural as well. Look at how close you are sitting to one another. Look at us all gathering in community voluntarily, being adjacent to other people in a time in our world where we often will not even share a sidewalk with someone, right? We are doing something different. Now, we could be sitting together, kind of like you might sit together on the 405 freeway in LA at 7:30 on a weekday morning, where you are absolutely all alone and surrounded by thousands upon thousands of people. But that's not this either. We know each other's names. And if we don't, fix that today over lunch. Make that happen. In fact, I will ask you later, what is the new name that you learned today? So make that happen. This is what it means to be human and to be healthy, is to be together in relationship and community. Some of that is being focused outside of ourselves and towards our neighbor first. Being, maybe we use the word from the text today, alert to the needs of those around us. Being alert to those who are hurting and finding ways in which we might reach out and assist. There are all kinds of ways that coming together as people of faith is about primarily that first part, coming together. It's something that we do, but isn't always easy. Last night, we saw a movie, and when we went to the theater, as it is these days, you buy tickets for specific seats, right? They don't just shuffle you in. And I was looking at the seats on the app that had already been taken, and I saw there were 4 seats at the end of this row that were empty. So I very carefully, being alert and thoughtful to everyone around me, selected seats 2 and 3. Now, I know there is no one else here that would do that. However, when we gather together in community, there's a lot of key words in there. Gather, together, community. It is bucking the trend. And modern science today will tell you that you will live longer for doing it. It's true. It's true. So well done. Learn a name, stick around for lunch, and remain alert for your neighbors, both here on campus and as you go about your week. Amen. Please stand as you are able.